everyone. This is Karen with Grace Be Creations. It's Saturday evening. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. As you know, Saturday evening is our Choose Out of the Jar for Monday's Making It Monday project. So, the past couple of Saturdays we have been working on the junk journal, but this evening we're not working on the junk journal because we're finished the junk journal. So tonight I am doing a surprise tutorial, and I am making this I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty soft piece that you can add into your junk journal, or you can use it as a page topper. You can use it as a page topper or something to put inside your book. I have this piece of paper that I put inside of it. You can have it all soft, or you could have it with this piece of paper inside as a backing, just to have it a little more stiffer in your book. I made these about a year ago, and they're gorgeous, and I just thought you would love to make one of these for your book. They're great as a page topper if you want to add something to the top of your page. You can use it in your book on the page as well. It's very pretty inside of a junk journal. I've used them in a couple of my junk journals, so I thought I would show you how I make these. It's just made with fabric and lace, and you're going to need a button and some trim, ribbon trim. You can stitch if you want. You don't have to. You can glue. You know the option. I'm always going to make a project that includes everyone. I don't want to do projects that are just for people who sew, because I know a lot of people don't use sewing machines, and so I try and stick to projects where you can do both. So this can be done with gluing. Just make sure you're using a really good glue, like a Fabri-Tac, for lace and fabric. Whatever you use for your lace and your fabric, you want to use that for this project if you're not going to sew. Okay, so put that aside so I can show you what you need. So basically, you're just going to have a, the measurement. You don't have to have the same measurement as me. You don't have to have the same size, but I'll tell you what size I have. Mine is a 5.5 by 6.5. I have my measuring thing right here. I'm not even paying attention. Okay, it's 5.5 by 6.5. So 5.5 wide, 6.5 long. And I went ahead and I just folded over a piece of fabric. This is actually from Crafty Me Shop, from what I bought from her shop. You guys saw this in the haul. I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to use it tonight. I'm going to just trim off that because I just stitched. So I folded over a piece of fabric just to make it a little bit thicker, because this is like a really thin fabric. So what you're going to do is, it depends on how stiff you want it. If you want it like a little bit thicker, you can put a piece of cardboard. Like what you can do is you can cut a 5.5 by 6.5 piece of cardstock, put it in between two pieces of fabric, and glue it or stitch it if you want it to be a little stiffer. Completely up to you. Or you can just add the paper in the pocket in the front after, like I did. However is easiest for you. Okay? So you're going to take the piece of fabric, and oh, you guys see these? I posted these on Instagram today. Look at these cute, darling little charms that I made today. I got these from Temu. They came empty with a little piece of glass that goes on top. You just have to put the picture behind it. So I spent time cutting little ovals of like book pages and flowers and fabric. Look at how cute these are. I love them. So I'm going to actually hang one of these from the front of this project tonight. I love these. I ordered another package. I have 5 more I can make. They came in a little pouch like this. See how they're empty? And then they have the little glass oval thing that comes with it, and you just glue it on top. I'll leave a link to Temu, where I got it from Temu, so you can order your own. They're perfect for tags and junk journals. I had so much fun making those this morning. Okay, so you're going to take your fabric, and then you're going to take your lace, any kind of lace that you want to put on the front. But you're not going to have the lace go all the way to the top. You're going to leave about, let me see, yeah, wrong side. About an inch to the top, okay? Because you're creating your pocket. So I'm grabbing some lace that I got recently from Esme's Crafty Me package. Let me see. And I'm just going to cut it to size because I don't want to waste an inch of this beautiful fabric. I mean lace. Okay. I had this in my bin. If you remember, I showed this to you guys in my video that was what's in my bin. This was one of those. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. The only thing is hold on. Do I want that to be on the bottom? Because I'm going to be putting a piece of ribbon across the top. So, well, I can put it right underneath. Right here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so choose your lace. And then you're going to line it up. You can stitch it or glue it. I'm going to go and stitch really quick. But you want to glue, you're going to leave just about an inch on the top. Okay, I'm going to bring this down a little closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. You're going to leave an inch, okay? And you're going to glue right along the edge underneath. Really close to the edge. Use really good Fabri-Tac glue. That's going to glue your lace to your fabric piece. Okay, I'm going to go and stitch really quick because I plan on using this in a book I'm doing. And I want to do it by stitch. So I will be right back while I do that really quick. And you guys can do your glue. Okay, I am back. So whether you glued or you stitched, I went ahead and I stitched my lace on top of my fabric piece. Now I'm just going to trim off the edge. I had to come back and put another piece on top because the piece I chose before was too close to the edge. So when I went to go stitch it, it brought it in. And it was shrinking because of the stitch that I chose. And so I had to pull it off, and oh my gosh, what a mess. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim along the edge. That's why sometimes gluing is a lot easier, because you have more control. But I wanted the design on the front, and that's why I wanted to do the stitch. But both are just as good. Just be careful when cutting that you don't snip the side, because this is a pocket. All right. See the pretty lace pocket? Isn't that cute? I love it. And like I said, if you don't want it to be soft and you want it to be more stiff, you can put a piece of cardstock in between your fabric. Or you can use the piece of paper to put in the pocket after. Okay? So there is your very simple piece of fabric with your pocket. And now you're going to decorate. And what I did is I used a piece of this ribbon here. Let me tell you, these ribbons came from the Dollar Tree store. I'm sure you have all seen these before. They're by Sheer Ribbon. They're by Floral Garden. They're in the section in the Dollar Tree store where the fake flowers are. The artificial flowers where they have like the twine and all the stuff for gardening and stuff like that. This ribbon is in there. You can also find it in the craft section too. A lot of times they'll put some rolls over there as well. I love the pink sheer, and then there's the champagne sheer one. I have to go get some more because I'm on my last roll. I absolutely love these. So definitely go on over to the Dollar Tree store and grab one of these because they look amazing on a project. So I'm either going to do the champagne color or the pinkish color. I'm trying to see which one will show up more. I'm going to put it right below the ruffle here. On the one that I did, I put it on top, but I don't want to cover the little scalloped part that I have on here. So I'm going to put it here. I'm just trying to see which one shows up a little bit better. I think I actually like, let me see. I like this one more. So I'm going to use this one. And this one I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue down. Now be careful, right? You're going through lace, so you might want to put an extra piece of paper, not the one that you're going to use for the insert. Let me get a piece of paper because you don't want to put it down because then you're going to close it up. You don't want it to stick to your fabric. You can just rip a piece of paper and just place something down in between. That's not wide enough. Hold on. I probably just did that not wide enough again. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? Okay. Jeez Louise. It's more challenging to do this than the whole project. Okay. Oh, me oh my. I just want something to go on top so I don't glue the piece down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to glue this down on top, right underneath the scallop. These are really pretty as page toppers as well. So if you're looking for something really pretty to put on top of your slim journal or even a regular journal, just make it a little bit bigger. So pretty. Let me see, did I go all the way to the edge? Yep. I'm going to leave this one here so you guys can see what I did with the other one as well. Okay, edge to edge on that. I'm just going to go underneath and make sure that the glue is not sticking on the other side. Okay. Now this fabric is a little bit, it's really soft. This one was more of a, this fabric was, oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of it. Really thick. I'm sitting here trying to go, what is it? What's the name of this fabric? It'll come to me. It's a thicker fabric. This one's more like, definitely squishier. All right, a button. I'm going to choose from my little button jar. I don't know if I showed this to you guys or not, but I got this the other day on Amazon under the shabby chic section. Oh my goodness. Now I have a place to put my little buttons to choose from. Let me see. What color button do I want to use? That's too matchy match. I want something to be a little more pop of color. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, same one. Ooh. I got these buttons from Laura. She sent me that Happy Mail in a little tiny, the bag of buttons that she sent me and the trinkets. Oh my goodness, I absolutely loved it. Then there's some clear buttons too. I think these are going to be too clear though. Whoops. Oh, it actually looks good too, but you can't see it that well. I think I'm going to go with the pink button. There's some darker ones in here, but this one has like, yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. This one just really sits with me. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some embroidery thread. It's that really thin thread that you use for embroidery. And I'm just going to go in with my button and I'm going to tie it into the button. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I know a lot of you guys are under some really extreme heat. I don't know where you live, but the Midwest right now, they are suffering. It is hot. I'm in Georgia, but we haven't had the extreme heat like some of you have had. All right, so I'm going to trim this up. You can make it as long or as short as you want. Some people like to leave it long and make a nice little bow, or you can make it really short. This one I made short, so I think maybe this one I might leave a little bit longer. So I'm just going to trim a little on the ends. I think I'm actually going to make it like that this time. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to glue that down. Now you might want to just put a little piece of paper behind there again, just to protect the glue from getting through onto the fabric. Okay, so you're going to put a glob of glue right there. You're going to place your button down. And just let that dry for a few minutes. And while that's drying, you want to choose a trim to go on the top part. And we're also going to be putting lace around the edges. So you want to find edge lace, edge ruffle lace. You don't have to. You can do flat lace if you want. If you have like really pretty flat lace that has a nice edge to it, you can use that as well. You can use some real shabby chic lace like I did on this one. Any kind of trim you want. Now on the top part, I use this, and I got this from, let me think, hold on. Joanne, nope, Hobby Lobby. This trim, they sell this at Hobby Lobby. It's really pretty. They have it in like 3 different colors. So I did that on this one as well, but this one was like a white champagne one that looks more like a wedding. This one has pink roses. And like I said, you can get this at Hobby Lobby. This is actually a regular. They sell this almost every time I go to any Hobby Lobby. They have this trim. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue along the top. Now I did a stitch along the top. I could actually go under it so you can still see the top. So I'm going to probably go just underneath that trim. But if you didn't do a decorative stitch on the top, you don't have to worry about it. You just put it along the top. Aren't these super cute? Oh my gosh, these little pockets, these lace fabric pockets are so darling in a book, on top of a book, inside a signature, the front of a signature. You can also use it as a signature front. If I was to do, like, this is the kind of style I do. If I did a book that had 3 signatures, I would do a signature topper for each of my signature, doing 3 different styles and colors of this pocket. And I'd put it on the front of each signature. You can also do that as well. I used to do that a lot in my older books. I would make signature. If you look at my flip throughs of my past journals, you'll see that my signature fronts were all decorated in kind of like an aesthetic. Really cool. I haven't done that in a while though. This last book I didn't do that. Okay, so we have that really nice trim on the top. Now I'm going to do the outer ruffle. So I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to find which edge lace I want to use. I'm going to use the champagne color to go with the pink. Make sure that your ruffle is facing outward. And you're just going to glue along the edges to make your trim. You can do it just on the sides if you want, or you can do it all the way around. It's completely up to you. You don't have to have it going completely around. You can do just the top and the bottom, or just the sides, or all around. Now I'm going to turn it around to see how that looks. Oh, that looks so cute. Oh my goodness. Now I always leave a little bit hanging over the edge because you want this one to meet the other one. Okay. Oh, I was right the first time. Okay, I'm going to go over this one. Now, I might have to make sure this is straight so it meets up. Doing the corners is a little hard sometimes because you want it to meet up the right way on the back side of it. Yep, that works. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the bottom. That. Leave a little bit hanging over. And I'm going to flip it and see how it looks. Yep, that came out good. Oh my goodness, look how cute that looks. Oh, I love this one. This is so pretty. This is perfect for a shabby chic theme book as well. Okay. Nope, I almost did that wrong. Okay. I'm going to trim the edge of this because it's crooked. Whoops, where'd you come from? All right. Okay. Like this. Make sure you flip it over and check it out before you right away so that if you have to adjust it a little bit, it's still wet. Now see how that corner doesn't look right? It's not meeting it right. So I just have to move it a little bit. I might have to make this come down a little bit and get the rounded edge to meet that corner. You see how it doesn't look right? See how it's kind of going over? So I'm going to have to trim this right here. So I'm glad I didn't completely glue that up yet. I'm going to try and get the round part on the bottom. Sometimes doing corners can be a little difficult. And then what you'll do is if it's still a little sharp on the edge, you just go down and you just round it. Just so it looks like it's kind of flowing in together. You see what I mean? Okay, now the top part. I want to make sure I have those straight. I'm going all the way around. Because I think it looks really pretty going all the way around. Okay. Now this one starts on a curve, so that's good. This thing is following me around everywhere. Go away. Okay. Let me see how that looks. Needs to be trimmed up a little bit. Might have to curve that just a little bit. See? Isn't that pretty? Just press it down. Oh my goodness. You can even put 2 little tiny like diamond buttons right there if you wanted. You can do anything. You know what I just realized? I just left these long. And I didn't remember that I wanted to put that on here, so I'll have a place to put one of these. I think I want to do this one. It's a little heavy, so I'm hoping that the button is really glued down good. I'm just seeing if this is going to look okay off the button. I really wanted to add this on here. Should I do both strings from the center? Or just one? I have an idea. Okay, I'm going to try and thread this. You know how embroidery thread splits at the end sometimes? Sometimes if you just wet it, or if you really can't thread it, sometimes gluing the very end helps too. There we go. So what I think I might do is I might make a bow. Let me think for a minute how I want to do this. Okay, I'm going to tie this into a knot one more time. Actually, I'll just do it this way. I'm going to tie it into a knot. I'm glad I left this long. I forgot I was going to add one of these to it. Hold the button while I'm doing it so I don't rip it off. Look at how precious that looks. Now I'm thinking because this is hanging down, I think I'm going to clip this. Just because it looks like it's too much. even a little shorter. Like this. You can even hang it at the knot. I was going to try and hang it at the knot, but I think it's glued. That's okay. That looks good. Look at how pretty that is. And there you have your pocket, fabric pocket lace. And you can put a piece of paper in there. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? These are so fun. I really hope you guys will make one. And I really cannot wait to see the photos on the Grace B Creations Facebook group. Make sure you join over there. We're posting photos. Everybody's posting photos of their projects. And I'm loving it. Everybody is so creative. So this is the first one I did a long time ago. And then here's the one I just did. Isn't this beautiful? I love it. I'm like so happy with how it came out. I think the only thing I would do different is I would tie this a little bit differently. I think next time I would leave this here and maybe just do a little something here on the top and hang it from there. Or I might wrap the ribbon from behind the button. You glue it down, or you can sew it and do it from behind and hang it, because I think that this looks a little odd, but I'm not going to be too picky. I think it's cute. So that is a lace pocket, a fabric lace pocket ephemera piece for your junk journal, or a page topper, however you want to call it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Now on to picking out of the jar. Now, we're getting low on ideas, so I want you guys all to put a new idea in the comments below. Throw some project ideas out there. Even if you've already put one in there, put in another one. So add your comment and put in what you would like to be made on the Making It Monday. Every Monday. Every Saturday, we're going to draw out of the jar of what we're going to make on Monday. So put your ideas in, okay? Even if you've already put in one in the jar, put another one. Okay, we want to fill this jar up. So I'm going to go ahead and shake it. And we're going to pick what we're going to make. What are we going to make next month, this coming Monday? Fabric and lace belly bands. Wow. So here is a fabric and lace pocket. So Monday we're going to do a fabric and lace belly band. That's kind of cool. Now, I know we just did a belly band tag, but I have a good idea for this that can be different than the one we did before. So it's going to look really cute. I'm not sure whose idea this was, but that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm glad that you were picked. Make sure to get yours in there, okay? Yours is still in the jar, but if you want to add more, just throw some ideas out there for me. If I can't do it, I'll let you know. And I'll have you pick out another one. Like anything that's that you need to sew, I don't have a camera above my sewing machine, so I really can't do too many sewing projects for all of you guys to see until I get a second camera to put over there and show you guys what I'm doing. But anything else, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'd love to add it to the jar. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I love you all. Leave a comment below. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. Bye.